He lost John Thornton, and John Thornton was the one he really loved. So I think it's that one.
I think Buck's story is a sad one because when he was in Charles Miller home, he was beaten very badly by the Red Sweater, and the Charles Miller was very mean to him. He was treated as a slave.
Judge Miller?
He was treated as a slave. He had to do a lot of work when he was in Judge Miller. He had to face a lot of problems. And Judge Miller?
No, he was a master.
I mean,
Red Sweater.
Red Sweaters. In South and he was also he had a lot of honor in his life, but all the honor was kind of not good for him, and he also had to face a cold, hungerness, and he had to work a lot, and at the end of the story, the John Thornton was his last honor, and he was the one that he loved him as a child, loved Buck as a child, as his own child, and Buck loved him too. Oh, that's sad, but end of the story was kind of happy. But again, John Thornton was gone. He's dead, and again the story was sad. I'm like, it is sad.
I think it's a sad story because at the beginning, Buck lives in a comfortable place, and he was almost like a king. But then he was kidnapped to a place far away from his home, and he was beaten bad. At first, he came to that place. Even though he is a smart dog, but it was hard for him to. It was very hard to survive in the wild place like that, and there was so much death on the way he grew up.
Okay, what does Abdi think about it?
I think it's a sad story because all the caretakers of him are dead and some of them are killed. It all started by him living in a good place and Manuel coming to him and took him. He had to learn how to survive on his own. He had to face beating and cruelty. Buck had a sad story because he was sold and had to adapt to the life of Alaska. And Buck also had to face harsh weather, and his feet will swell in the snow because he doesn't have because of the snow. It will become swelling, and he will start to. He can't even run. He can't even walk. Buck also faced fear when John Thornton was killed because he was sad and he did not have anyone to care for him. And Buck had a sad story, had a sad ending.
Okay, I have a question for you guys. What do you think Buck's life would be like if John Thornton's still alive?
If John Thornton was alive, then he would stay with John Thornton, in my opinion, and John Thornton will be his last honor of Buck, and he will be treated good as a human being, And as Buck is about Buck and his behavior, he's like a human being. His behavior and all activities he do is like human being. So yeah, he will be treated as a human being, and surely I guess the John Thornton will love him very much.
I got. I think. Can you repeat the question?
How Buck's life would be if John Thornton still alive?
I think he will become wild, and he will go to the wild because he's a wild dog, and he has adapted to the wild, and he can't even stay with human being in a long time because he has already adapted to the wild, and he will go to the wild and stay there with the wolves.
Not with John Thornton.
No.
Okay, so it's like kind of a contradictory what you're talking about. You said the story is sad because of all these other things, but then when you say if John Thornton was alive, the Buck would still go back and to his primordial instincts, and he would go back to his call, the wild call.
Yes.
So story is still sad because he's going back to the wild. I don't know. I'm just explaining yourself, huh?
Not that much.
Not that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I just wanted what your opinion on that, because I'm not saying, so why is this story sad for you if he's going back to the wild?
Because in the first time he faced a lot of suffering. Yeah.
Okay, and that was sad?
Yeah.
Just because of what he has gone through?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
What do you think, Renita?
So let's talk about a couple of things. Okay, what themes do you recognize in this story, in the novel? What are the themes that you kind of see throughout the novels? Themes. One of the themes would be loyalty, okay?
Yeah.
And, like, let's say one of the themes is loyalty. So how does Buck balance submission with dominance? And then does one overpowers the other as the novel progresses? So it's connected to loyalty. Can you talk about loyalty theme in the story?
Can you talk about
Yes.
Go ahead.
Because Buck is loyal to his caretaker, Buck. John Thornton. He is loyal because he saved him at first, so he has to be loyal, of course. And the second thing, he has to be loyal because Buck saved John Thornton when that guy wanted to kill him, because they're both loyal to each other.
Okay.
I think that's...
Okay. Can you just go around, and I want everyone to talk about loyalty. And please don't repeat yourself. If he has mentioned something, just give us some more ideas about loyalty. And then don't just talk about John Thornton, because he was not just loyal to him.
Like, he was loyal to everyone, like his previous masters. Like, even they beat him, he was like loyal, and he does like everything he can to like make his pride. And he was more loyal to everyone, but not like Hal or something, the three person, because like he knew like they were going to die, like ice, and like they were new in Alaska, so I think like he was not kind of loyal to them, because like he didn't like go with them, and like he stayed with John Thornton, but I think like he's loyal to everyone.
Okay. Andy, what do you think about loyalty towards Judge Miller versus John Thornton and Buck? Was it the same loyalty? Was it the same intensity of loyalty? And what can you tell me about that?
Can you repeat it?
What is the difference between Buck being loyal to Judge Miller versus being loyal to John Thornton?
Um, John saved Buck's life, and Buck loved him, so he is loyal to John. But George,
So Nana, can you help him? Because you guys, you kind of just, if you have anything to say, you can say. You don't have to take turns, okay?
Because Judge Miller was his first master, that whom he grew up with, and yeah, he stayed with Judge Miller from very small. So yeah, he's kind of, so he's loyal with Judge Miller. And the John Thornton, his part is kind of different with Buck, because he saved his life, and also he loved him as his own children, that from anyone, that he have never got that kind of love from anyone.
Okay, so that's a good thing that you brought it up. So what love or loyalty? What is the difference?
Different.
Can you repeat the question?
I just said, she mentioned love with loyalty, so love or loyalty, and what is the difference?
The definition or what?
What is the difference with
Spirit
Buck
that love
and the love or loyalty?
Yeah.
And then also it's connected to my first question. Or is there a difference between love and loyalty? Do you have to love everyone? Who are you loyal to?
Not really.
So I just want to hear from you guys, all of you at the table. What do you think about it?
If someone loves Buck, then he would love them back and then loyal to them, and then he would do everything for them. But if
Still, Bob was loyal to everyone.
Like, loyal, I mean, Buck.
You hold here.
It's fine. Go ahead, Kramka.
Like, Buck was like loyal to Red Sweater Man too, because like his job was to do the work, and like even like Red Sweater's Man was like mean to him, but like he was loyal to him too, because like he had a work to do like what he was meant to, and I think like difference between love and loyalty is like you don't have to love a person like to be a loyal. So I think. Yeah.
Okay, can you just send your mic around and let's hear about other opinions?
I think love and loyal, the difference between those two is something big. Because love is something that you love something, but loyal is something you are loyal to, and you have to do it, and you have to do it with all of your heart.
Okay, keep going. Andy?
I think the difference is if you loyal to someone, if someone is your master, it's normal to loyal to your master. Mm-hmm. But if you love someone, it's you can do everything for him. Yeah. So it's different from.
Okay, so there is a difference. It's not the same. Okay, keep going. Anybody else?
is it like when you love someone, you have to be loyal to them, but when you loyal?
Can you just give her a mic because I can't hear her? Okay, go ahead. So what did you say? Is it something like?
Is it like when you love someone, you have to be loyal to them, but if you're loyal to someone, you don't have to, like, you really don't have to
Okay.
love them?
Okay, so let's talk then. Let's go